right now.
Yes.
You know what? Nick Lachey and I, we had a conversation about this, and we made this song. It was called "Blame It on the Baby," and everybody, it's like a thing amongst parents where you do blame your kids to get out of social activities. Like, you can't make this. You know, the kids are sick. You know, I got the kids, and it's a pass. Whenever you blame the kids, it's a pass. But I would say for work, you know, I feel that's irresponsible because in your job, you have a responsibility. Showing up to work is like negligent. You know what I mean? So I think for social reasons, I would agree with, you know, blame it on the babies.
So I've been on the non-kid side, and you do hear that a lot.
Yeah.
And I just feel like sometimes I feel like, you know, I wish people would also understand like my personal time is important too.
Yeah.
Even though I don't have children yet, my personal time is important too. Like I want that time off to do whatever I would need to or have to do as well. But on the other side, because I do plan on being a mom.
Listen.
I do plan on being a mom, and I can only imagine some of the things you all have to do.
You need that me time, you know, between the kids' schedule, your husband's schedule, your work schedule. Sometimes you do need your me time, and it's hard to say it. So you do, you know, you're like, I want to just spend time with my kids. The kids need that mom and me time. So if there just happens to be a party, I'm going to choose my kids before that party. And as a mom, you'll totally, I can't wait to have this conversation a year from now.
I know. I probably feel so 100,000%.
As the only one without a uterus here, I do not feel particularly qualified to talk about this, but I think that you're absolutely right. Like, if there's a social obligation that you don't want to go to, like, yeah, my baby's sick, I don't want to go. I don't have that excuse. I just say, like, I don't want to go. I'm like, I'm sleeping.
You're so authentic.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to be sleeping that day. Please don't bother me. But as far as, like, work goes, you know, I work in a predominantly female office, and a lot of them do have kids. And you just understand that, like, sometimes that's a very real thing that comes up. Everyone has things that come up, and everyone deserves to have, like, a work-life balance.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and disagree with Kelly on this one. Like, what?
It was a little out of time. Her statement was a little out of touch.
And it's all about balance. You know, as women, you do want to spend the time with your kids. That's important. That is your responsibility. We're raising up children here. They are our future.
Yeah.
So, you know, not using them as an excuse, but definitely just giving them that time and attention when you have it available.
Yeah.
Especially as a working mom.
What she's missing is that it's not a switch you can turn on and off.
Yeah.
Like you're a mom 24/7. Even when you're at work, you're still a mom.
You have to embrace when they need you, you know, and you'll sense that. So
I feel the same about my dog.
What about on that one?
You know, social media has always been extremely difficult. I know, just being an actress, putting yourself out there, a lot of times being a little overweight or whatever the case may be, they will tear you down. And I just think as time goes by and technology enhances, it's getting harsh. There's a lot of cyberbullying that I feel we really need to address because she's only 14.
Yeah.
I mean, some of us can internalize it and we can work and heal, but for her to get off of Twitter completely, because I heard she did cancel her Twitter account, I mean, she's 14. I think that's a lot of pressure, especially when she didn't say or do anything
Exactly.
wrong,
And you said it earlier, like, you know, we are raising the future generation. The kids are our future. We are not necessarily doing a great job because they are bullying a 14-year-old girl. People are garbage. But no, cyberbullying is a very real thing. Millie Bobby Brown, yeah, she's an actress and she is in the spotlight, but she still deserves to have like a childhood and to not be like kind of tortured online. She has to go.
I think people miss the fact that these are real people. So when we use memes or we use funny photos or whatever the case, like there's a real face, a real person attached to it. So I think people are just using it as a joke, but not really realizing.
And it's so weird to have this hashtag of take down Millie Bobby Brown when she didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like it was a lie that someone posted like, oh, she doesn't like gays, and that's totally not true.
It's a bad joke gone wrong.
It's hard.
You know, the humor in it is hurtful.
It's hard at age 14, but honestly, I would have liked to see her stay on Twitter. I think she should have released a statement and then moved on. It's a hard lesson to learn at 14.
I wish I had that strength at 14.
I mean,
I was still praying for puberty.
You're so right, Felicia.
I wish she would stay on it and move on. Like, you got to have your Beyonce blinders on. Beyonce don't talk about nothing.
Hey,
take a beat from
our
Beyonce.
First Lady Melania is working to end cyberbullying. So where you at,
we
Melly?
need you. I want to know that. I know that they both share a love for dogs.
Okay.
So I think that's it. But I think Megan, I don't know, just from seeing the photos, she's like bringing the queen out. You know, maybe turning her up, turning her out.
Here's the. I secretly think the queen is so fun. I think the queen secretly is super fun, and she's been around for 1,000 years. Like there's nothing you can tell her that she has not seen or heard or done.
Yes.
Like if you wanted to talk sex with the queen, she's been like, oh, I did that when I invented that.
I love
like
it.
she's been around forever.
Literally.
I appreciate your queen interpretation.
Thank you. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
Thank you.
So I just can't imagine, like, you know, did she talk to her about, you know, things that we would talk about or any references? You
probably
know,
The Crown. They probably talk about The Crown a lot on Netflix.
I would definitely talk. I heard that I read The Queen Likes The Crown.
Really?
It's a series on Netflix for anyone
About
that has not seen The Crown. It's about the actual crown and about Queen Elizabeth. So check it out.
but it's like real entertaining and a little
I want to see a
scandalous.
picture of them like having movie night, like eating popcorn
Yes,
on the bed, like
in their
watching
pajamas.
Yes, can we get some queen pajama action?
Oh,
please?
I don't know
Right?
what the
do her
queen
pajamas
sleeps
look
in.
like?
Probably,
What do you think, like?
probably in the nudes. I think so.
Nudes?
I think the queen would sleep in the nude on like satin or silk sheets.
You are turning the queen out right now.
Yeah, that's my image of the queen. She's very fun and very fancy in my head.
Thank you for making that more weird than it should be.
It was.
My
It was.
pleasure.
Appreciate it.
That's why I'm here.
I love